Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'd like to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Don. Mal Kamad. Is that Mal Kamad? Mel Kamad? What's up, Queens? Connie, what's up? What it do? What it do? I know I caught y'all off guard with this, with this broadcast, but boy, I kind of got caught off guard. It's hard to get caught off guard with Trump, but got caught off guard a little bit with this post. Let's see, we got choice indulgence 757. DJ Lady. Yes, this is just, I want to come live on this, fam, just to keep y'all updated with what's going on, because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people are asleep at the wheel right now. I think Americans have been so used to conflict being abroad that they have no idea. They really don't think that it's possible for conflict to come to their doorsteps. They really don't think that it's possible that it could happen here. And they really don't think that what goes on overseas has domestic implications. Like what's going on overseas directly affects us right here. A lot of times we get hit and we just think it's just a matter of politics or whatever, or just how things go. It's a cycle or whatever. But we don't understand that oftentimes what's going on in other countries directly impacts our bottom line and what's going on over here. So Donald Trump, this dude, he a trip. This dude posted on his Truth Social, on his failed Truth Social platform, that he is now the acting president. Here it is. He's the acting president of Venezuela. Now, if you look at this post carefully, it looks like a Wikipedia post. So he has 45th and 47th president of the United States. He's the incumbent, assumed office January 20, 2025, Vice President J.D. Vance. But right at the top, right under official portrait 2025, he has acting president of Venezuela. This is not only inaccurate. First of all, Delcy Ramirez, the vice president of Venezuela, who was in office when Maduro was in office, she is the acting president of Venezuela. So that's number one. But for a president, any dignitary to put something like this out, something so inflammatory out, it just goes to show you how incompetent he is and how immature he is. Because that should be some type of penalty for doing something like this. He's not some regular content creator dude or somebody that's just trying to get a rise, or he shouldn't be. He's the president of the United States, and that office should come with a certain level of decorum, but it doesn't regarding him. He does so much foul stuff on a daily basis to desecrate the office of presidency that it has zero respect attached to the office now. Like, even going to the White House used to be a big deal for most people. Now, so many people will pass on that opportunity. Of course, you got some attention whores out there who would do anything to step foot into the White House and be able to walk around and say, "Oh, I was in the White House. Oh, I shook Donald Trump's hand. I took a picture with Donald Trump." These are people who have no integrity whatsoever. I wouldn't be caught dead in a picture with Donald Trump. I don't give a damn who he is. I don't care what his title is. I don't care how much power he allegedly has. And by the way, regarding that power, he only has the power invested in him by the people. So if the people decide today, right at this moment, that he has no power, then he has no power. All of these people in the military who's following his instructions, if they decided right now at this moment that we are not following anything else he says, we don't respect anything he says, he gets nothing. He has zero power. If those governors, those coward-ass governors around the U.S. and mayors around the U.S. and senators and Congress members just stood the hell up and just said, we ain't going for it. All they got to do is stand together, and his power is gone. He's gone. They should have never let his ass back in. I don't know what the Republicans were thinking. I know what they were thinking. They was cowards. Well, the elected officials are cowards. They're cowards because they were scared that if they didn't support Trump or they went against Trump, then they would lose their constituency because Trump had more power than they have. Ain't that something? How are you going to let anybody, how are you going to be an elected official and let any one individual hijack your constituents? Even if he is the president, if Willie D is the Congress member for this particular district in Texas, I'm gonna have my district on lock. Ain't no one single individual going to be able to come in and tell my people nothing because I work for my people. I'm putting the work in, and I'm gonna prove to them, I'm already proving to them that I'm the best they've ever had and the best they're gonna get. Me. So it don't matter what he's saying or them saying or she said or whatever, I'm gonna hold it down for my people. But they ain't got that kind of confidence. They don't have that type of integrity. They're cowards. They're a bunch of cowards. Cowards with positions, no power. Those positions, we thought they had power until Donald Trump came into power. We thought governorship had power. We thought that mayorships had power. We thought that people who were senators had power. These dudes are trash, spineless, no heart whatsoever. A bunch of dudes who got these high-powered positions, who bowing down they got dirty knees, walking around here with dirty knees, kissing ass. Yeah, cowards, a whole bunch of cowards. All they have to do is just say, you know what, man, we should have done this before he ever came back into office. We should have band together then. But now, look, we really don't have a choice. This mother is going to get us killed. He going to get all of us killed. This is the time for them to say, man, this is it. Okay, fuck it. I don't care, man. If I lose my position, I lose my position. But I'm rocking, bro. I'm getting rid of his ass. I don't care whatever I have to do. If I lose my position, I just lose it. I'll try to bounce back and get it some. I'm gonna get it some other type of way. Or maybe this just ain't for me. Somebody need to be saying, I'm not going to be a part of this shit. If this country goes up in flames, it won't be because of me. It won't be because I stood by and watched. And make no mistake, if you have the power and you sit back and watch, you are complicit because silence is complicit. So if you've got the power and you sit back and watch what he's doing and you don't do anything about it, you don't do anything to exert, to assert yourself, you don't do anything to try to mitigate this guy's power, You're just as much as to blame. So if this country goes up in flames, your ass getting it too. You just as responsible because you empowered him. Donald Trump is weak. You can look at him and tell he's soft. You can look at him and tell he's a coward. The dude dodged the draft 5 times. If I had as much privilege in this country as any white man, but especially this mother, I think most of us can agree that he has more privilege than any single human being in the United States of America. If I had that much privilege, I'd be on the front line fighting to maintain it. I'd be on the front line gunning up everything. Man, I'd be on the front line fighting my ass off to keep that spot. Only in America can somebody like this dude be the president of the United States. Only in America. He is 1,000 incompetent. 1,000 incompetent. He's a divider, not a unifier. This dude had no business in the White House unless he was in the White House to do some repairs, to clean up, drop some food off. And all of these governors, all of these Congress members, all of these people that have power, even these businessmen, because you know the businessmen really run the politicians. All of these businessmen that's taking part in this, all of them are just to blame, just as much to blame. So when you look up and you see these companies doing business with Donald Trump, just know, do not give them a pass because they're equally responsible. They're all enabling him. This is totally reckless. This is reckless behavior. He is not the acting president of Venezuela. Delcy Ramirez, the former vice president or the vice president of Venezuela, is now acting president of Venezuela, not Donald Trump. For him to post something like that, it speaks to his arrogance, but also his stupidity, his hyper stupidity. Going into the comments. What's up, Sky KC? Juan's Word Fists. JC King Media. Christopher Bradshaw. What's up, Derek Allen. What it do? Somebody called him Hitler. Yeah, Hitler is using the same tactics. Well, Hitler used the same tactics that Donald Trump is. Here is your acting president of Venezuela. That's Delcy Ramirez. She is the acting president of Venezuela. Somebody said Trump is Hitler, called Trump Hitler. If you really want to know the truth, if you look at what Hitler did, if you study Hitler, and you look at these tactics that Trump is using, it's pretty much the same. It's like he's running plays from the same playbook. Dehumanization of opponents and minority groups. If you listen to his language, he dehumanizes minority groups consistently. He dehumanizes he dehumanizes countries that are not white. When he talk about countries that are not white, he like to call them shithole countries. But when he talk about white countries, they, oh, why can't we get some people from Norway and Sweden? Why can't we get some of those people? Hitler did the same thing. Trump has referred to undocumented immigrants as animals, and he stated that they're not humans. He also called for his political opponents vermin during a Veterans Day speech in 2023. He talks about the poisoning of the blood, that rhetoric. He claims that immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. He's attacked the press, right? He frequently labels the press as enemy of the people. That's a phrase associated with authoritarian regimes and Third Reich tactics to undermine the credibility of independent journalism. He's doing the same thing. He uses propaganda and grandiose language. Oh, and he absolutely reveres personal loyalty. His loyalty to him first and country second, third, fourth, or something way down the line. Loyalty to him first, but in the name of country. Didn't Hitler do the same thing? The Nazi Germany, that party was rewired around Hitler's personal authority. What is happening right here in the US right now? If you listen to Trump long enough, he'll tell you exactly what he's going to do. He'll tell you what the play is because he's so arrogant that he just don't believe nobody can stop the play. He'll tell you what the play is if you listen to him long enough. He told us, yeah, you just go to vote. Just you gotta do it just one more time. You never have to do it again. He knew because that was all part of his 2025 playbook. He knew that was part of his 2025 agenda. He was like, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to make some moves so well we ain't got to vote no more. That's what we're going to do. If you listen to him, he'll tell you his play every single time. He's so arrogant, he just don't think nobody will be able to stop it anyway. When he starts talking about taking over these countries, yeah, Venezuela, I think we could use that country. We could use that oil. I think we'll take it over. We're going to invade Venezuela. We're going to go get that oil in Venezuela. We're going to get Greenland next because we need that for security. We're going to go take Greenland. Nobody's going to be able to stop us. Who's going to stop the United States from taking Greenland? Yeah. He really want to say NATO is a bunch of hoes. They're some cowards. They ain't gonna do shit. They're a bunch of cowards. They ain't gonna do nothing. So we got that covered. China don't want no plex. Russia don't want no plex. We got this. That January 6th, when they allowed them to take over, to storm that Capitol and get away with that? First and foremost, yeah, they punished some January 6th rioters, but every single one of them should have been gone. All of them should have been punished. So they punished about 1,600 of them, and they had various arrests from probation to time in prison. But they tried to overthrow the government. They should have sent out a resounding message that trying to overthrow the U.S. government is a no-no. And if you try, you will be murked. We will down you. There should have been casualties on the other side. It's more people died that was associated with the government than was with the riots. And they underreported the people who were associated with the government. They underreported those injuries and deaths. Because Trump was still in office, and the people who was tasked with doing the statistics, they all on the same team. There is no way possible. They got to be lucky that I wasn't in charge, because all of their ass would have went to prison. I would have gave every last one of them a life sentence, every last one of them, and I would have given orders to the officers on duty to squeeze off. That's right. I would have gave them the orders to squeeze. I don't play with them, man. I don't play about my country. I don't play about my country, man. Yeah. If I swear to protect and serve this country, that's exactly what I'm going to do. When they allowed those uncivilized mutts to get away with storming that Capitol, boy, that did so much damage. Because now they going, whoo, all we got to do is support Trump. All we got to do is support his position. And even if we get caught up, we're going to get a break. That's the mentality. Even if we get caught up, we're going to get a break. That's my time, fam. One more again. Just want to let y'all know. I want to remind y'all that Donald Trump is not the acting president of Venezuela. Delcy Ramirez is. The woman that you see to the left of the screen. To the left of the screen, she is the acting president of Venezuela. That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all joining live. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.